Hello vinyl freaks, it's the Danish record hunter here, and in this video I will tell you about this Danish Latin fusion band called Buki-Yamaz. They released a couple albums in the 70s, and I'm gonna be talking about the debut album today, the self-titled debut album, Buki-Yamaz. Here it is, the debut album by Buki-Yamaz from 1975, and the band actually formed in 1973, and three of the members, like the two guitarists in the band, Kim Seil and Mikkel Nordsø, and the flutist Aske Benson, I know that they have been in some other groups beforehand, but didn't release anything under the names like Soul Service. That was one of the groups that I read that they were in, or some of the members were in. But the project that they appeared on just prior to releasing the album, Buki-Yamaz, was actually by a political folk group where lots of artists they were contributing, and it's called EF-gruppen, and they appeared on an album there, and it's political folk. I have not heard the record myself. Actually, I've heard just like small bits of it, but not enough to really make an opinion about it. But one thing I can say is it's much different than what they would do in Buki-Yamaz, because Buki-Yamaz, it's a Latin fusion band. That means they played like Latin American inspired music. They bossa nova and all that stuff, and they took the also like African music. You can hear bits of that too. Like there's the rhythmic thing going on, very percussive music. And they took that style and fused it with funk rock and jazz rock. So that's what you're gonna hear in this band. And also it's instrumental only. And the members in the band, let's start with the guitarists, because there's two amazing guitarists in the band. And it's Kim Seil and Mikkel Nordsø. And both of them are lead guitarists. They are not playing leads on the same songs. There's like the first song here, it's called Hot Funk. It's this solo that is played on there. It's by Kim Seil. And another song where they're playing like kind of more jammy, funky, and it's mysterious funk on side B. And it's Mikkel Nordsø who plays the solo there. And like Mikkel Nordsø, his solos, they are like very effects drenched. I really like his sound. And also, man, he's the same name as me, Mikkel. Not a lot of Danish musicians from the 70s, they were named Mikkel, but he's one of them. But they're the two guitarists in the band. And man, they're doing a great job. But I think on the later albums they did, they pulled it off a lot more heavy, I would say. Not that this is a heavy band, but they could really, play some freaky solos. And then of course we have Aske Benson on flute. And usually I'm not that particularly interested in flute. I like it in music, I think it adds something to, when you listen to folk or some progressive rock. I really like it, but it's not something that I will consider like the highlight of a song. but I would say that Aske Benson, he was really the heart and soul of this particular era in the band. I think in here you see the band, and it's Aske Benson here. I think his flute playing, it's really adding the Latin feel to the songs, you know. You can say the same about the drumming because it worked, but I still think, man, Aske Benson, he was really the one that made this like very, you know, he was like the sound of the band at the time, you know. Yeah, what else? The bassist in the band, it's Henrik Butcher, and I've mentioned some of the stuff that he appeared in beforehand, because Henrik Butcher, he was in this heavier progressive band called Thor's Hammer, and Thor's Hammer, they morphed into this glam outfit called Anaconda, and Anaconda, they turned into Tyggegummi-banden, and then he also appeared with some of the members from Tyggegummi-banden in the like jazz fusion kind of jazz funk band Heavy Joker. So and yeah, meanwhile he was also in Buki-Yamaz, so that's also interesting. He was in the band. And who else? Yeah, the drummer. Actually, when they first started, their drummer in the band was Kasper Winding. But Kasper Winding, he, you know, went out of the band and he was replaced by an American. So they had like a Yankee drummer on the album. And let's see, I think there is like a credit here. Let's see. Yeah, the drummer is called Ethan Weisgart or something like that. And from what I know, he was like from Connecticut, but he moved to Denmark, and actually he was credited in another Danish band before he joined Buki-Yamaz. So he played on both albums by Dr. Dopo Jam, which is like this very bizarre jazz rock fusion band that is like in the vein of Frank Zappa and the Mothers of Invention, you know. It's you know, a cool band. Especially I like the first album. The second album, it's too weird for me, you know. That's not like, I don't really consider that like songs. It's, I should stop dissing it, you know. Maybe I should listen to it one more time. Maybe I will love it, you know. But I didn't understand the second album they did. First album was nice, but yeah, Ethan Weisgart, he appears on drums on this album and doing a very good job. So let's listen to some samples from the record. So I hope that you liked what you heard, and please look out for my next videos because they're gonna be about the next albums by Buki-Yamaz. They did 2 more studio albums, a live album too, but I don't have the live album. And they made a 7-inch. I'm gonna be talking about that one too. So please check that out. Check out all my other stuff and all the other stuff that is about to come, because I'm gonna be talking about lots of Danish records, both full-length albums and 7 inches. And please press like and subscribe, and see you next time, and peace out.